Best thing about the new patch is building infrastructure in provinces with resources actually ups the amount of resource in that province. And fuck, call me George Bush Jr. Nancy, it's oil production time! Oh, what's going on, my cock gobblers? How's it going? Shout out to all of my subscribers, the mangy muff munchers that you are. I really need a fucking new intro. And if you haven't been keeping up with the ISP developments on Twitter or Instagram, I was in Tokyo the past week and boy was it an experience.
It's Harambe. Elvis went to Florida, Harambe went to Tokyo. Japan's pretty unique culture. And look, KFC. Still very unique though, got its own culture. And oh look, McDonald's.
Which one did we get?
Couldn't focus on it. There she is.
Oh my god, she's like a torso and some legs.
Yeah, I think you have to put us together.
I will. And then I'll take her apart again.
So yeah, it was around about that time that I was rounded up by a bunch of angry nationalists who threw me out of the country for the many jokes and the racist accents I've put on throughout the years. But whilst under that intense Japanese interrogation, I got a great idea for coming back to Hearts of Iron 4 and doing a very unique game. So if you've played Hearts of Iron 4 before, you probably know there's a lot of equipment in the game, a lot of technology that doesn't really get much use. It's definitely just left to the side to rot where it fucking belongs, along with specific country tech that isn't exactly the best, e.g. the Ross rifle, even though it is it's the fucking best, alright? I don't know why you all keep saying it. It's really good. But I got the bright idea, what if I only play with all of this terrible technology? What if, instead of using all of the good equipment, all of those fancy up-to-date rifles and amazing panzers, no, instead, I'll just request license production for the Ross rifle. Now of course you can't get anywhere just with the Ross rifle, even though it could get you pretty damn far, mostly from the blowback of actually shooting the fucker. It knocks you like a mile back. But you will be needing a bit more backup, such as the motorized rocket artillery, which it's kind of a bit shit. It's never really seen much use in equipment templates, but I think I can make it work. We're also going to need an air force at some point, even though, boy, I'd really not like to use one in this playthrough, so we'll have to get experimental rockets, but we'll get into that later. But we can't just use Ross rifles and motorized rocket artillery. We're also going to need a bit of fucking armor. It's a Bob Semple tank! With the winter sauce! No, I can't even joke about it being fucking good. It's literally a fucking tractor. It's a tractor with Ross rifles for fucking guns on. Jesus Christ. So yeah, our production queue's not looking that great because we mostly can't produce any planes right now until we get experimental rockets, but don't worry, I'm sure that day will come in. One day. I wasn't sure what to do for Navy, as the meta really is just to spam battleships, so instead I think I'm going to use the thing I never ever actually use, which is submarines. If you're wondering why I played the Soviets, it's pretty fucking simple. War economy in 1936 feels fucking great! If you didn't know much about Spanish Civil War, a lot of countries, including Germany, tried out a lot of their new warfare and technological killing machines out in the battlefield of Spain. And whilst the Germans are sending Stukas and all sorts of automatic machine guns, I'm sending Bob Semple's famous tin can death machine! Oh, it did surprisingly well. Note that down, New Zealand scientists. You did a good job. I could just kill Chiang Kai-shek. I've got an option just to kill him. I'm sure this won't cause any sort of repercussions that'd be terrible for the region. Wait, what? What? Oh, what have I fucking done? What have I fucking done? So in tune with this playthrough, I never really used mass assault doctrine, so I think it's time we give it a good old romping, which is, I think it has been buffed a little bit, so it might be pretty good. I'm sorry, why were Soviet scientists defecting? We're doing the fucking God's work over here. We're researching the future of this planet, like, rockets, 1938 machine guns, and sitting in a trench. Why aren't you happy with that, you fuckers? What? Purge? We haven't purged anything. The only thing we've purged is terrible, terrible military technology. And you know what? Outsourcing our military fucking war machine to New Zealand was the best decision of my life. Oh, it did end up that terrible after all. Communist China just took 2 disconnected provinces for whatever fucking reason. Hey, Lamau, I feel like we could have seen this one coming, couldn't we, China? 1939, the best time to go to war with Japan that has already eaten all of China when your infantry is 18 width and solely using only Ross rifles. Oh, that's nice. Germany actually ended up giving me half fucking Poland, despite the fact if they went to war with me right now, I'd be dead so fucking easily. The world burning asunder, Japan at war with the Soviets, Germany at war with Britain and France, but more importantly, Tanner Tuva is no more. I think this goes to show just how shit my army is with all this equipment when I can't even beat this unit right here with no organization with this death stack at 99%. Whoa, a couple million dead Soviets, mostly from friendly fire and Ross rifles backfiring, and Japan's dead. Well, you see, Judge, I was in Mexico doing a bit of ice mountain climbing when, as Mexico is, it's very slippy with all that ice around, and my ice axe just slipped right out of my hand and it went in his head. Oh shit, Finland actually accepted. Yeah, I expected a bit of a fight too, but fuck me, Finland. Who took your testicles? Best thing about the new patch is building infrastructure in provinces with resources actually ups the amount of resource in that province, and fuck, call me George Bush Jr. Nancy! It's oil production time! I won't say I didn't see it coming, but I'll also say I'm definitely not fucking prepared for it. Aggression Pact, which is pretty interesting considering they are my puppet, but more interesting to the fact I've exiled them to Iwo Jima. After seeing my guns explode in the face of my soldiers, the Germans thought, Jesus Christ, we're literally walking into human minefield, let's just stop right there. So if you're interested in what armored division I've actually made up, it's a bit fucking disgusting to say the least. That's right. Bob Simple tanks, motorized, rocket motorized artillery, and heavy self-propelled artillery. It's disgusting. Oh boy, did someone say competent Air Force? Yeah, there's none of that here. I'm literally strapping rockets to fucking wooden planes. So with the fact that mass assault doctrine now lowers your combat width, I think I've been able to create something that's really fucking disgusting, but boy, it's beautiful. You know, the fact I pulled this encirclement off with Bob Semple tanks, infantry units that would be better described as just a mass riot, and planes that are basically overshooting the target and crashing into the ground is pretty impressive. So I just got word from my arms benefactor over here in New Zealand that there's a new sample for the Bob Semple tank, and oh my Jesus fucking Christ, it's beautiful! Well, you know the old saying, World War II was won by Soviet blood, Canadian Ross rifles, and New Zealand armour. I don't think that's right at all. So after that war with Germany, the Bob Semple supplies are, they're not looking that good. So I think we're gonna switch production from the light tanks to the super heavy Big Bob! Oh, fuck New Zealand, don't do this to me. If you get angry at me and cancel your licensed production, I'm fucked. I am so fucked, New Zealand. You can't do this to me. One thing I never use is self-propelled rockets, and that's mostly because they're pretty shit. But then I just upgraded to the last one, and oh my god, I can fucking missile America in 1944. Nuclear bombs. That will go well with my new super heavy tank divisions, which just so happen to be on the border with Afghanistan. Well, Afghanistan is supported by Britain, which means it's going to be the end of the Big Bob production for now, but I've got a lot stored up in the background, and oh my fucking god, these tanks are beasts! So if you're ever wondering what happened to all those submarines I started building at the start of the game, well, I eventually realised that I was still building them, and I have 582. You know, I never really put much thought into these rockets, but I think Soviet science might have gone just a little bit too fucking far. Ah, those missiles are good for something. Wait a second. Does that say one of my submarines just took out... What the... It's like 344 fucking British What the fuck? Well, apparently putting 580 submarines in the English Channel does in fact give you a bit of a naval supremacy. Jesus fucking Christ. I just kind of do want to set the world on fire, honestly. Well, shit, I've actually been playing for 5 or 6 hours now, and I've done it. I've beat both factions, and it was incredibly fucking fun to do it. I've got to say, if you want to try this challenge out, feel fucking free. It's actually really fucking fun to do. I ended up using Ross rifles, Bob Semple tanks. New Zealand basically fueled my entire economy until they went to war with me, but no worry about that anymore, because now they're the People's Republic of Aotearoa. And I can get as many fucking Bob Semple tanks and big Bobs that I fucking want. Bring back the oh wait, shit, I annex Canada. I ain't gonna be able to get the Ross rifle. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you leave a like, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see me do any more wacky, weird challenges like this, feel free to. Oh, I gave. Yeah, don't look at that. I need New Zealand to have loads of cool tech, alright, so I can get more cool shit off them. But yeah, leave me some more suggestions of any wacky challenges you want to see me do. I'm still at war with British Malaya, fuck. But yeah, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you tomorrow in your room.